Good morning, children. How are you all? Children, I hope you all are fit and fine. So, today's our topic is human respiratory system. Children, first you should know what is respiration. You know that the respiration is a biological process, it is the basic life process in which the oxidation of the food is done, okay, and energy is derived. Simply, we can say that the respiration is the oxidation of the nutrients in the living cells to release the energy for the biological work. And the breathing means the exchange of gases, like exchange of oxygen from the atmosphere with the carbon dioxide produced by the cell. So children, in the human respiratory system is mainly divided into two parts. First is the air tract, or we can say the air passage, and the second is paired lungs. Children, you can see the parts of the human respiratory system in this diagram. It is started from the nostril. In the nostril, there are fine hairs present. After that, it is nasal cavity, then pharynx, larynx, and then trachea. Is trachea. After that, the trachea, the lungs are present, the right side and the left side. When the bronchi are divided into bronchioles, and then the last part is the alveoli. Okay, children? Children, the conducting part, which we call that it transports the atmospheric air into the alveoli and it clears the air from the foreign particles. It humidifies and brings the air to the body. Children, you can easily understand the passage of the human respiratory system with the flow chart. So, the external nostrils first part, and then the air passes through the nasal passage to the nasal chamber, or we can say the cavity of the nasal. After that, the nasopharynx, then glottis, then larynx. After that, the trachea part is there, and then trachea, the primary bronchi divided into secondary bronchi and then the tertiary bronchi. After that, bronchi divided into bronchioles and they terminate the bronchioles into the respiratory bronchioles, which is last part is called the alveolar duct or alveolar sac. So you can easily see that small balloon like structures are there, which is called the alveoli sac. Okay. Children, the larynx is the cartilaginous box which is help in the sound production. During swallowing, the glottis is closed by the epiglottis and to prevent the entry of the food into the larynx. The trachea are simply when the all bronchi and the initial bronchioles are supported by the incomplete cartilaginous half rings. Children, in the lungs, the bronchi, bronchioles and alveoli all are present, and the alveoli and their ducts form the respiratory part, or we can say the exchange part of this system. The alveoli are the structural and the functional unit of the lungs. So children, in the human respiratory system, air is taken into the body through the nostrils, and then air passing through the nostrils and it is filtered by the hair. These are the fine hair which is present in the lining of the nasal cavity. Children, here mucus is also present, and then the air passes through the throat and into the lungs. The rings of the cartilages are present in the throat, and these ensure that the air passage doesn't collapse. Children, after that, what happens in the lungs? We know that the structure of the lungs and the structure of the alveoli. So, mainly the exchange of the gases takes place in the alveolar sac structure. Okay, and the blood brings the carbon dioxide from the rest of the body for released into the alveoli, and the oxygen in the alveolar air is taken up by the blood in the alveolar vessels to be transported to the all cells in the body. So children, today we have discussed human respiratory system, the various parts of human respiratory system and its physiology. So hope children this topic is clear to you. Any query you can ask. Today's your homework to draw a well labeled diagram of human respiratory system in your notebook and explain it. Thank you children.